Hello. So I've invented this idea I'm calling Twitter Shushes. They're not very complex really, they're quite straightforward, and it's based around the idea that there are no topical channels on Twitter. If you set up an account and you follow me, then you've got to listen to everything that I say, even though you might not be interested in certain elements. For instance, I talk a lot about a location-based service called Foursquare. I talk about BlackBerry. I talk about a variety of things. I certainly talk about the World Cup. And the World Cup is a great example of something which polarizes opinion. You're either very interested in it or not. So it seems a little bit unfair that people have to listen to all of your tweets. There's no way they can sort of dip in and out of channels, but there's no facilities in Twitter for that. So I've built upon how replies work in Twitter to create a set of channels. And I'm calling these Shush accounts because by using them, you're essentially silencing it from your majority of your followers. For instance, we'll start off with the World Cup one. I created a Twitter account called WC Talk. Now, if I prefix any of my tweets with WC Talk, which for all intents and purposes is just a Twitter reply, then no one will see those tweets unless they're following that account. Or, more than likely, you will be using the hashtags for the World Cup, World Cup or WC2010, which means that the tweet will get picked up via the search, because it's not just about the account, it's about the hashtags you use. But by doing that, by doing a reply to WC Talk, then that essentially hides it from my tweet stream. Certainly it minimizes the noise which then goes out to my followers, unless of course they quite willingly follow World Cup Talk or any of the other Shush accounts I've created. I created a Shush account for BlackBerry. The links for this will be all in the comments and stuff like that. There's a Shush account for Foursquare check-ins. So if you're checking in somewhere, and sometimes you want the check-in to propagate to Twitter, but if you use the Shush account as well, then only your followers who are quite happy to see check-in notifications will see those. So it's not hard to use at all. As I say, it's just a matter of finding the right Shush account, or if there's not one, either create one and let me know it, or I can create it for you and update the blog post. So, if there's any questions, then please give me a shout. Remember, Twitter Shush accounts.